The Stallion.
The Stallion. I know. I just go into the comments. I'm like, I thought it was Stallion, and then Lurch got it too. Oh man.
Bring a shadow.
Good. Welcome aboard, Colin. This is going to be a lot of fun. You being a Carpenter guy just like us.
Oh yes, it was one of my favorites from the 90s. With Mr. Carpenter. Nice little anthology movie.
We're happy to have Colin back with us again, and I was about to say happy Monday to him, but it's already Tuesday there.
It's Tuesday here, yep. Indeed. In the wee hours of the morning.
The wee hours. It looks like you got your Robert Englund back there. You got your Freddie, huh? Is that new, or you just put it out for the season?
No. I was moving stuff around earlier, so I haven't put it back where it's supposed to go. So I just left them there for the show.
Oh,
so
nice.
We'll watch along with Freddie.
Yeah, this will be a lot of fun. Pat and I were talking. If you watched our last, what was it? Yeah, it was our last show when we reviewed it. This only if Carpenter made this like a TV show, right, Pat? We were saying would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it would have been good to see what.
I mean, it was already on Showtime. They could have very easily just made a show.
Yeah, I think there was some talk about doing it. This is like some sort of pilot for it, but it just never got any traction. Didn't go anywhere.
Well, and then you had the Masters of Horror thing come out a few years later, right? That was shortly after that.
Yeah. And that Cigarette Burns, that's another one, yeah.
Yeah, with what's his name? Sean Clark's client.
Oh yeah,
the guy
right,
from Walking Dead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Reedus, is it?
Norman Reedus. Good call. Yeah.
Norman Reedus. Yeah, I always forget his name. I don't understand why, but I always forget his name. And now he's got his own spin-off from The Walking Dead. He's got his own show.
Well, that started already, hasn't it? Has it been on in the States?
Did it start already?
I think it started.
I think the first or second episodes have been on already, yeah.
Yeah, I think it did start because I kept seeing it heavily advertised. I thought it did start already.
You guys catch Dead? Have you seen Dead City?
No, have not seen that. I'm behind on a lot of stuff. It's been bad.
Yeah, me too.
It's hard to keep up with TV shows, yeah.
Yeah, and the streaming now with shows and everything. I just got done watching the Twisted Metal show just because I loved the video game when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Luckily, those were 23-minute episodes or something like that. It was nice and short.
No, that's not too bad, yeah. That's okay. No.
Yeah, this has got a lot of... this has got some good names to it, too, the cast. I forgot David Naughton was in it, though, after Pat and I talked about it. I'm like, oh, man. Or we were talking about it. I totally forgot he was in it, though.
He's the first. And the good old Buck Flowers in it as well.
Yeah, Buck Flowers. Yeah.
There's Joe. Joe did make it. Look at you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up, Colin? Hey, fellas. What's going on?
Okay. All good.
Hey, man, I just had to jump on. My little girl had a volleyball game, and We're catching late dinner, but I just wanted to catch y'all before it got too late and say what's up to my guys, man.
Good stuff. Good to see you.
Joe, you are letting your hair grow. I love it.
Oh, dude, it's getting crazy. I was already getting crap for it today. MB was like, "You're gonna cut that, right?" I was like, "Nope, I'm gonna let it. It's gonna grow out. I want it to look like a Z28 going by. You know what I mean? It's gonna have that little swirl to it, you know." But man, I just wanted to real quick show. I love fucking the movie y'all about to watch. Body Bags. That shit is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm a little jelly, man. Little jelly.
Hey, how many sushis? Because you were not on Sunday. How many or Friday?
Oh,
what are you giving it?
Yeah, what would you give it?
Oh shit. Man, I give it 7 sushis out of 10.
Okay.
I give it 7. It's not, you know, it's not trash. It's not middle. It's a little bit above average. It's not bad. Yeah. But no, we got to talk about. I'm gonna talk about what we talked about. What did we watch? I watched The Nun 2 the other night.
Uh-huh.
I cannot wait to talk about that movie. So we'll get into that later.
I didn't even see the other one, but I've heard it's terrible, so I'm sure we'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't hear good things about it.
Oh my lordy lord! Don't waste your time. But we'll talk about that later, some other time. Yeah. But no, gents, I didn't want to interrupt y'all too much. But once we're done eating and then we get home in time, if y'all are still on, I'll log back in. All right.
Yeah, if you can, Chris. I was talking to Brett last night because if you have time, we can plan everything for Sunday tonight because I'm camping this weekend.
Okay.
So I'm leaving Thursday, so I kind of want to get everything set in stone. I'll be back in time on Sunday, but it'll be able to get everything in order.
I'll be right back.
It sounds like a wiener. But hey, Colin, man, thanks again for staying up late and hanging out with these two yahoos. I know it ain't easy, man.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
All right, my friend. We'll get fellas. If not, I'll talk to y'all later. Okay.
Joe, get some grub, bud. Cool.
All right.
Eat up.
See y'all later, guys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I shouldn't use that word grub for somebody that wasn't in the military, right? Even though he was.
And who's in the chat with us tonight? Let's see. Our good buddy Lurch. Michael Myers, Michael Myers Monday buddy, and our
Stefan's arrived.
We'll be hanging with Lurch and H45. And Stefan's going to hang out for a little bit because I think he said he hasn't seen this yet. So he would kind of want to see it, which I don't blame him. Instead of talking over a movie, you kind of want to see it first. And actually, yeah, we were talking about this last night. We missed the boat on this because August 8th was the 30th anniversary of this. We kind of should have did it then. So we're kind of a month late.
Yeah, Pat and I were going off of we were just because we covered the creep shows, we were covering the anthology stuff. We're like, hey, why don't we just keep on going with it? So that's how we ended up getting onto this.
Carl listened to the audiobook for Obscure Book. Oh yeah, those are the what are those? The hell is the girl's name that wrote those? The Kelly O'Rourke novels, The Scream Factory.
They did audio ones for those, huh? Or did that guy do it on YouTube?
Well, that guy, the Slash Track guy, the one that we've been using for the other books, he did it too. But apparently, I guess Dr. Wolffield did it too, huh?
It must have, yeah.
Is that the guy that wears the mask all the time? You never see his face?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Stefan, as long as you watched it on demand, man, you're fine.
Body Bags is on Shudder.
Frank will be back on. Darren will be back on. We'll have them back on again.
What's that? Well, I'm trying to see.
He was saying he won't forgive himself for missing out with Frank on Friday.
Well, we're gonna have them both on. I did reach out, like I mentioned, I did reach out to have Darren on as well, but Darren was on vacation with his wife and didn't come home till Saturday.
He's in Spain.
He was in Spain, so we figure our best bet is, I said, why don't we just do something after age 45 because we'll have a ton of shit to talk about after age 45.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be a fun show.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. What else we got here? Lurch says, "Oh, sweet shirt. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite bands, the New York Dolls.
Oh,
yep.
Big Dolls fan. Big Johnny Thunders fan.
I shared breakfast with the New York Dolls, totally by accident.
What happened?
Playing a gig over here years ago.
Oh yeah,
like 20 years ago, and I had a plan to Germany. At the time, I was sitting in the cafe in the morning. It was about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I know that fucking guy's face. That's fucking David Johansen. And then he spotted my black flag tattoo. He goes, hey man, black fucking flag. And they came and sat down beside me, had a fucking full conversation and breakfast with the New York Dolls.
That's
Fucking
nice.
awesome. And they were on my flight as well. They were flying to London and then heading back to New York or wherever. And I was going on to Germany. Really, really cool guys, nice people.
David Johansen, yeah, he was he's been in some movies, and he's been missing or pronounced dead a couple times, but he's still alive, right? Is that the whole thing?
He was in
I know him from Let It Ride and Free Jack.
And Scrooged. He was in Scrooged. He was the cab
Scrooged.
driver in Scrooged.
The cab driver, yeah.
And in Tales from the Dark Side, he was the hitman that had to kill the cat.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Oh, Pat, my package, this knife, I got it from Party City too. It came out. It's pretty damn nice.
It's not bad. Yeah, that's the one I got. I'm like, yeah,
good.
I bought it. What the hell? Because I'm a jackass. What the hell is this now?
Yeah. Well, we should get started. I feel bad. This is going to get late for Colin, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll get started. I think the best thing about this is John Carpenter as the morgue worker. Yeah, he was good. That's why he would have made a great host if they made this like not necessarily weekly, but like a monthly show where he had 3 episodes and had multiple people directing. So he didn't have to do it all the time, because you got to remember the third one, the Mark Hamill one, that's Toby Hooper directed that.
Yeah, did Lurch, did you see he spent 3 hours in the chair for the makeup for that too?
Yeah.
At least according to IMDb.
What's up, Bill? No, we haven't started
yet. There's our
yet.
guy. There's our other guy, Bill.
Just in time. We're just about to start. Perfect
I'll
timing.
have to message Bill later. I got to figure out to meet up with him to give him his drink for our tasting with Sean. So.
Stefan, okay, because he's bowing out because he kind of wants to see this on his own first. He hasn't seen it, which I totally get. So we're back on our Sunday schedule starting next Sunday for the podcast, since we did the last 2 Fridays. So we'll be back to somewhat normal. I mean, none of us are normal, but we'll be back to our regular time slot, I should say. And yes, 22 years. Never forget what today's date is.
Yeah.
Everybody knows where they were that day. I can tell you exactly where we were and exactly what was happening. So
I was on the train going to college, going to film school.
Here. I was actually off work that day. I was walking in from the living room, from the kitchen. I'll never forget it, with a tin of Heinz tomato soup and a sandwich. I was walking into the living room, the lounge area. I looked at the TV just as the second plane hit the tower live. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, no. we had it on our kitchen when that was with my parents at that time, and you saw they had the news coverage of when the first building got hit, and then they're covering it, and all of a sudden, you see the second plane nail. It was like, oh my god.
Yep, that's exactly the moment I walked into the room live on TV, because I was sitting watching the foodies beforehand, like lunchtime over here, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. I remember just walking in with a tray of soup and a sandwich, and the next thing, bang, another plane. Holy fuck!
That you had that short mindset in your head that this was just a freak accident. And once you see the second one, it's like, oh no, there's something else to this.
Well, that's what happened. Yeah. The second one. Yeah, I was on a job site. And my wife called back in the days of the flip phones. I had a flip phone. And I was doing open construction back then for a contractor, and of course it was union, so it was 9 a.m. It was the first plane hit like 8:58 or something. So 9 a.m. we go take our break and go have something for breakfast, and everybody's phone lit up. Oh, my wife said, "Oh, can you believe some idiot hit the tower?" We just thought it was somebody in a plane, like a small biplane or something stupid. I said, I remember years ago, like a plane hit the Empire State Building, like a small. Like a plane or something. So like whatever. Then she called back a couple months later. She's like, "There's something going on." I go, "What?" She's like, everybody's phone started ringing. Like another plane just hit me. I'm like, "Well, that's not an accident."
No.
And then we started hearing all the stories, and then that was it. My phone went dead because you couldn't get cell service at all.
No.
In the tri-state area, it was gone.
You can get even to this day, watching that footage, it still seems so surreal. It looks like a movie. It doesn't look real.
It does.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Well, every year it's the first thing. Oh, we're going to war. We're going to war. There's going to be a draft. You started hearing people saying that, and
yeah, I remember all that. Yeah.
Then they transferred me and the rest of the guys, and then I spent like pretty much an entire week in Jersey City, New Jersey, because right across from the trade centers is Jersey City, New Jersey, and right there is Exchange Place, where a lot of like Merrill Lynch is there, and a lot of the financial institutions are over there, and a lot of them, like their data centers are in Jersey. So all of a sudden, we were setting up makeshift locations for people because everything got destroyed. The people, all these businesses were down, and not the days before, a lot of people had disaster recovery sites.
Yeah.
And they didn't have anything. They were just so I remember they were paying us around the clock, and we were just sleeping on their desks, and we were just running fiber lines and hooking up switches, trying to just get people up and running, like financial institutions. What the hell bank was that? It was Deutsche Bank. I was working Deutsche Bank because they were the Bankers Trust building across from the Trade Center, and that building got destroyed.
I was watching a thing about that earlier, actually, the Deutsche Bank just across the way from the center, and apparently there was 4 years they found bone fragments and were able to get DNA to identify some of the victims. Apparently it was victims from the first plane because the explosion just blew the bodies out.
Oh, blew people right out of the building. Yeah.
Finally, they found these fragments like 4 years later on top of the old Deutsche Bank building.
Yeah.
Were able to identify the remains, to my DNA. Busy stuff.
Yeah.
And the other thing was that my current girlfriend, she got married in New York. Or no, she got married in Vegas, but she was in the Twin Towers a week and a half before that happened. So it was so close. It was just a week and a half difference.
I was in there. I had been in there, I want to say, a couple of months before, because they had it wasn't New York Comic Con, but it was like a comic, like it was a collectible show, and it was in Tower One, and that was the last time I was in the building, because a couple of months later is when that happened. It was crazy.
I never got to see them. I was there the year after 2002. I was there. It was the time I flew over to see the Misfits on Halloween night, Times Square. So that was the first time I was in New York. It was a year after. But it's crazy how big those buildings must have been. The size of that square, that was like a big building site at that time when I was there. It was a year on. But they must have been fucking massive. Must have been so big.
It was crazy. My brother-in-law, who's actually since passed on, and it was they think it was due to that, because he was an iron worker, and he was there working in that pile for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And he ended up dying of cancer.
Oh, fuck.
George has been gone now. Jesus Christ. How many years is it? About 6 years already, 6 or 7 years. And he was only 50. He was my age. I think he was 51.
That's
crazy shit. What was the name of the other anthology movie? Well, that was the one. That was with movie Debbie. So yes, she was that was Tales from the Dark Side.
1 second, guys.
She was almost like the maybe she had the little kid captive, and she was going to cook the little kid, and he kept telling the stories. He was telling the different tales.
Oh yeah.
To delay it, and then at the very end is when he got her.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, what's up, Blake? How you doing, man? Hope everything's okay. Very ballsy of Carpenter to not wear makeup for this movie. Is that what he really looks like?
That's what's like now these days, yeah.
All right, we'll wait for Brett to come back. I think I heard one of his kids were yelling. I think his wife's still away, because I know his wife was by his parents. So one of them, I thought I heard something, and kids always start shit at the wrong time. Yep.
Have you bought anything new recently? You're saving your money for H45?
Little stuff here and there. There's a couple of things. Actually, one thing, shout out. I don't know if Mike, if you're watching in the chat, my neighbor, my wife and I took care of his dog while he was away. So he came back, and he actually picked this up for me.
Oh, very nice. That's good.
Which I'm like, wow, I never saw that. I got to show this to Brett when he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually holding a Starbucks cup. Hello, fall. Nice.
That's good. That's good.
Other than that, a couple of small things here and there that we showed the other night. I'm trying not to, but it's the time of year when all the shit comes out, and
I know. Well, the amount of pre-orders I have month and next is fucking phenomenal. I have the Psycho box set from Arrow coming in a couple of weeks. It's like £50, probably about $70. And Wicker Man 50th anniversary box set coming. It's like £60 as well. We got so many stuff. The Exorcist box set, of course, 50th anniversary. The box called Flesh and Blood by a director called Pete Walker. He was a 30-star in the 70s. He done some really good, gritty horror movies in the 70s. Worth checking out if you haven't seen them.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping there's nothing left to buy because, and it's so I'm leaving in 2 weeks, but it's basically 2.5, 3 weeks away. But Brett, check this out. So we were watching my neighbor's dog, Mike. He comes back. He's I got you something for watching the dog. Look at the shirt.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's awesome with the Starbucks.
I've never seen. I'm like, where did you get that? I've never seen that one. He said it was like some like gift shop down where he was down at Virginia.
Somebody got one on you.
I was like, damn. I'm like, look at you finding something different, huh?
Someone got one on you, bud. Yeah, Lurch just brought up a good point. I'm going to go to Burlington tomorrow, actually. They've got a whole bunch of stuff I've been seeing there.
South Africa, check it in. Electricity is out for 4 hours. See how long this battery lasts.
Blake's good, though, with the Carpenter comment, right? It's like, yeah, you don't need... The makeup makes them look better, right?
Burlington. Where is there? I know there's Burlington's around.
Coat factories?
I haven't been to one in so long. I have to find one. So I have different H2 and H1 socks at Burlington. I have to check them out. Come on, guys. Stop putting shit out, for Christ's sake.
Put a real funny picture of Luke Skywalker there in the bottom right.
I tried to get a good one, but you know what? Yeah, we got everybody here, and let's get this baby started. Yeah, it's already 8:30. I'm okay with time, but I know Colin's going to be up late, so let's do a countdown from 3, 2, 1, and press play for Body Bags. So everybody should be seeing Showtime Presents.
Yep.
And Carpenter pretending to be the MGM lion with a chainsaw.
With chainsaw.
Actually, let me lower that a little bit. Wow, it's loud on my end. Just lower it a little bit.
I love the way he always uses the same font.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
Yeah.
Always the same.
Yes, that's very, very true.
And there's his DP that's passed recently, Gary Kibbe or Gary Kibb, however you pronounce it. Did movies with Carpenter after King Cundy was doing other things.
So in '93, by this time, was he married to Sandy King?
Yeah, Mrs. Carpenter. I don't know if they were married yet at that time.
I'm not sure. At this stage, I don't think so.
She's a fairly good-looking woman for her age.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Carpenter must be doing something special to get this one, and then Adrienne Barbeau before that.
Yeah, he's on his first woman, yeah.
December 1st, 1990, they got married.
Oh, there you go. So they were married already.
Yeah.
And the kid she had with Adrienne, that's Cody, right? The one that he plays the music with.
Cody.
Yeah.
God, that name is coming out of nowhere everywhere. Like,
what's that?
Cody. It was like, must have been like a time frame, like 30, 40 years ago. That name, like, just all of a sudden hit it big.
Yeah.
Wanted to be a little disgusting here in the opening credits, right? But that's...
It does look like a mausoleum.
Yeah.
He looks like he had fun doing this, as much as he doesn't look like he's ever having fun. He looks like he was having fun.
Yeah, he looked like he was having a ball doing this. I guess this was like pre-curmudgeon days.
That's it. Grumpy old bastard days.
Yeah, now he's just a grumpy old bastard. I mean, I'm grumpy as hell. My wife's like, you're such a... My wife's always saying, you're becoming so goddamn grumpy. But I'm not that grumpy.
Colin, have you ever seen that video of at the one panel he was at where the guy's like, Escape from New York was great, but what the fuck happened with Escape from LA? He just stops him right there. Fuck you! Oh, God. God, he's funny. He gave me shit. I don't know, Pat. I think I told you this, like how I had like an alternate Fangoria cover, the one they made about his career. They made like 2 different covers, and I brought the one that he didn't really like. He's like, "Oh, you brought this one? What the hell?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry." Shit.
This also reminds me of the beginning of Nightmares. The one. So, did you watch Nightmares?
Yeah,
Colin?
yeah.
How'd you like it?
That one you recommended to me. That was great. Great film.
Yeah, yeah, Lang Henriksen's in it. You got a young Emilio Estevez in it.
Yeah, really, really good film.
And this reminds me because the beginning one, the canyon one, where the woman goes out for the cigarettes and she goes to the gas station. You kept thinking that the guy working at the gas station was going to be the killer.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. This also, for some reason, this always reminded me like the same type of gas station thing where she gets like cornered.
That's the whole urban legend sort of thing.
There he is, Louis Skolnick.
This actress gives me like Ray Dong Chong vibes.
Very Ray Dong Chong, yep. But she's definitely cute and very well endowed.
Yep. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for farting. No.
When he was laughing, I was waiting for him to go.
Who, me?
No.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Carradine.
Oh, from Revenge of the Nerds. Like,
yeah, when he started laughing, I was going to go.
I'm so used to him having glasses on.
Louis Skolnick.
Yeah, he was at Flashback Weekend last year too.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen him at a few. I've seen him at a couple of chiller theaters. John Carpenter seems so upbeat and jovial here. Look at him now. Hollywood really put that guy through. Yeah, they really, especially his later part of his career, they kind of really shit on him.
He seems to have been better with low budget stuff too, though. You know what I mean? Like, look at his stuff. Like his stuff, it's like him and like Kevin Smith. Like their movies didn't really do too much in the theater, most of them, but they got really popular as years of after they came out in video and everything.
Yeah. That's.
No, it's a goofy comparison. I was just thinking from a standpoint of fan base.
I just think he does better. Actually, Lurch is even saying it. It boils down to money. I just think Carpenter does better with a smaller sandbox. It's like he can make something out of something small.
Yeah,
but not necessarily something big.
Yeah.
We had a couple of good ones right in a row there. With the Prince of Darkness, Big Trouble in Little China, and They Live. Those all came out within a couple of years of each other.
Yeah.
When we started doing them like each week, and I'm like, man, it's like hit after hit. It's like, wow, and you forget like almost every year you were getting a great Carpenter film.
Yeah, I mean, it's from 78 to early 90s. It was just one after the other. It was great.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Well, this first story, what we like to say is it's the one that's got the Haddonfield reference to it, right?
Yeah.
Coming up here.
This is supposed to be Haddonfield.
Old Wes Craven.
Yeah, the late great Wes Craven. Buying a pack of smokes.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah. Another guy I never met. Never got that. Did any of you guys meet Wes Craven?
I did not, no.
No.
Monster Mania 2005, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
What did he sign for you?
That Scream McFarlane. I should put that picture. I could send you that picture, Pat, to put up. That was a long time ago. It was when he was promoting Red Eye, which I like Red Eye. Not exactly a horror movie. It's like a suspense, but.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, me neither. Played a good perv here, though.
Yeah. They're actually showing Christine here in the cinema for the 40th anniversary. They're showing it here next. I think it's the 18th of October.
Did they
Oh,
do
nice.
They Live by you, Colin, or out there? Because they were doing. They did They Live just this past week.
Not here, no, not that I was aware of.
Oh, okay.
They're doing the original Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th, and then the same cinema's doing Christine on the 18th, and they're also Exorcist original as well.
Oh, nice.
It's just throughout the month of October, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious about this Exorcist movie. You got to give it a chance at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta give it a shot. Come on.
I mean, I don't think it's great. It'll probably be serviceable, but it's not going. It's going to go. Fuck me, that was great. You know, it's just going to be whatever.
As long as it's better, as long as it's better than The Heretic.
Well, true. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
There is Mr. David Norton.
Mr. Making It. Making it.
His trendy brown leather jacket on.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Neighborino. What's up, Mike? I'm showing him the shirt you got me.
Hey, Mike. Hey, and Travis. Yes.
Oh, there's Travis.
Barbarian was good. I'm glad that you guys liked that. I really liked it too.
So,
He's listening to the thing with two heads where Colin Murdy's name is said. Like, they should just have a button, then just hit it. It's where it says Colin Murdy. Colin Murdy. Colin Murdy.
I swear, Colin, you got to make sure if you're somewhere around, maybe we should FaceTime you with Chris at 8:45. That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah,
that would be fucking epic. Yeah.
No, we'll try to do that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think we'll give you like a heads up message.
Like, see that kind of thing with two heads T-shirt. Too dark.
It's too dark. Yeah.
Is it just a regular logo?
It's the pumpkin one, the cross.
Okay.
What? Is that true, Mike? Aaron Rodgers is already out?
The game didn't start, I don't think yet, did it?
I didn't even think the game no, actually no, the game should have started by now. It's like 8:20. Usually around that. What the fuck did he do that he's out already? Damn.
I think he's messing with you. If he's
And
not,
I don't know, because after this I'm gonna go hang out with him and watch the rest of the game. But no, here he said, yep, first drive of the game. Seriously, what the fuck did he do? Well, the Jets fans were like, I don't know if he's messing around. We'll find out. I don't know. But tomorrow I'm going to hit the place in town, and I'm going to look into getting our podcast shirts done. So I figure I'm going to get a decent some made up so we can wear them around 8:45, and then have a couple extra for some close friends like yourself.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll buy one, no problem. I will buy one. But to see Darren and Frank has 8:45 merch.
I know, and I don't want them to think I'm copying, but I was actually talking about it. Then all of a sudden they started to do it. I'm like, damn, I wasn't copying. I swear. Oh, torn Achilles. He's like, no. He said it's true. Oh, sorry, Jet fans.
Leonard Floyd, a former Bear that did that to him, is looking like here. Was it on the sack, Mike?
Wow, look at that. Damn. Well, you know what, Mike? We'll be watching movies in the man cave instead of football now.
Don't worry, I'll be with you guys because the Bears suck too.
Look what happened to the Giants last night. Ooh. What is Travis saying? My downstairs neighbor, Dad, looks exactly like John Carpenter. My next door neighbor looks like Mitch Ryan. My neighbor's pug looks like Will Patton. Downstairs neighbor dresses like Myers. Holy crap! Where do you live? You got to send us pictures. Yeah. Come on, Travis, take some pictures and send some to us.
There's Buck Flowers.
There he is.
Yeah.
It's at ESPN. It just popped up questionable for return, but it did look it looked bad.
It's funny. Buck Flowers always reminds me of, oh God, what the hell is the guy's name? I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember. What the hell is the name of the guy that always played the drunk like on the Dean Martin roast, and he was always on like the Dean Martin show and like Johnny Carson.
Oliver Reed.
Oh, no, there was a guy who, and that was his shtick. He was the drunk, and he looks just like Buck Flowers, and he was so typecast as the drunk, and like Buck Flowers is always typecast as a weirdo.
I knew if
You
I
know?
were to sing, I'd be president.
Foster Brooks. That was the guy's name. Foster Brooks.
Foster Brooks.
Look up Foster Brooks when you're done. When you guys get, and he played a drunk so well, especially when he used to do the Dean Martin roast. Is hysterical.
Buck Flowers
Yeah.
needs a crap.
Yeah, Pat, I think
So
you
many
said it
cameras.
right.
Yeah.
Was made as a pilot episode for a proposed anthology series, but Showtime pulled the plug. What a bunch of shit.
Yeah. That's it.
You know what? Showtime. Fuck you.
Assholes.
Would have been great. I would have subscribed.
Yeah, sure.
Then you would have gotten Red Shoe Diaries, and you would have gotten all the other soft porn.
Yeah, right. We got all the softcore porn. Nothing wrong with that. Now Mike's boycotting the NFL now. Well, it's funny because he's in the man cave right now. Like, remember I showed you the picture of us watching Rocky and then Joe. So he's got us on one screen right now, and he's got the football game on the other one.
That's awesome. Crazy drunk drivers. Back to the Future. Very good, Bill. What was his name? Back to the Future. Red, right? Or was it Fred? No, it was Red, right?
I think it was Red. I'm in shock. I cannot believe Aaron Rodgers is already out. First drive. Oh, you poor Jet fans.
Peter Jason, another Carpenter regular.
Yeah, that's it.
Another actor with two first names.
Nice tie he has.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, look at that thing. You're right. Colin, do you have a Blu-ray of this, or?
Yeah, I'm watching the Blu-ray version from Scream Factory at the moment. Yeah, double disc with DVD in it as well.
Yeah, I think Lurch was just asking. Yeah, get that. That's a fun version. Nice cover art and.
Yeah. There's some decent extras on it too. Bonus material. It's actually quite
Carpenter, good. I think he has an interview on it, I think, right?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Yeah, that would be good, Travis. Like Travis says, similar to how Halloween brought back Donald Pleasance with prosthetics. Love to see Exorcist Believer bring back Max von Sydow and Jason Miller as Father Karras. That would be awesome. Like a flashback to them.
Yeah.
At doing the exorcism would have been cool.
Well, yeah, the heretic doesn't exist in this storyline. It's just the first movie, right?
Yeah. I think so.
That second movie was pretty bad, in my opinion. I saw it once. I never watched it again.
Time check. Right now, we're at 16 minutes and 23 seconds. And you guys I'm watching on Screenbox. You can watch it on Shudder. You can watch it on Tubi, but Tubi's going to have commercials. Or if you own it like these gentlemen, you just pop it in.
Or it's on the Peacock if you got the Peacock.
It's on Peacock?
Peacocking all your way
through.
He's
peacocking. He's peacocking,
He's had a couple conventions, Pat. I've seen some posts or pictures.
Yeah, I saw him with Melissa Rose.
He's been around.
Yeah.
Peacocking.
I gotta go through the episode to get some more. What's that, Colin?
That there's a cunt.
That's a cunt right there.
Oh God, that was so embarrassing. Now thinking about it more and more.
Oh, Jesus, brutal, fucking brutal.
I gotta scan the episode and I'll pull a couple more.
Yeah, because they never get old. It's fucking hilarious.
They don't. They really don't.
Yeah, with Dave McCrae's using them too.
Well, I figure, you know what? It was our podcast. I might, you know what? Because everybody else just seems to be using on their podcast, and I'm like, you know what? We're the ones that had the fucking podcast. I might as well use it too.
Exactly. Yep.
I still have it all uncut. I have the whole podcast.
Yeah, look at that.
That is some cool artwork, though. I'll tell you that.
I will say that. Yeah.
Isn't it? That is some cool.
Their album.
Yeah.
Fucking Show No Mercy or something.
Yeah, that's some cool shit.
When's that damn gig happening, Pat? Is it soon? Next month? November?
It's November. Hold on a second. I'll look up the. I want to say it's November 16th. Because unfortunately,
in New York.
What was that?
Are they playing in New Jersey or are they playing in New York?
Actually, Pennsylvania. They're playing a half hour from my house.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
A theater in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, Sherman Theater.
That's good. Not too far away then.
Well, that's it. I didn't, because I knew they were going to be coming around. I didn't know when, and it popped up on Facebook, and I was like, I'm like, the Sherman Theater, because usually when I go to see them, I always got to go to the city because they don't really play in Jersey all that often, if ever. Honestly, I think the last time I saw them in Jersey was when I saw them in Long Branch, New Jersey, at the Brighton Bar, and that was the night I got the ticket for Peeing in Public. And that was, geez, that had to be, oh God, how many years ago was that? I wasn't even dating my wife. So you figure that was the early 90s, maybe 92, 93.
Yeah.
What is the date? Hold on.
I haven't been to a show in quite a while. I think the last one was Wasp. I think it was the last one.
Wasp. Oh, that's right. They did I forgot he did the tour.
45th anniversary too.
Yeah, that's right. I heard a lot of good things about it. And there's your
what's that?
There's your connection. Blackie Lawless played for a very extremely brief time in the New York Dolls.
Dolls, yep, he did indeed, yep.
Where is the?
Yeah, it was a good show. It was decent. The first time I seen Wasp, I think it was 89. I think it was 88, 89 was the first time.
I never saw Wasp. That's one band I didn't see.
No, they put on a good show, yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely go see them. It's one band I never saw. Where is my damned? Usually, unless I put it in, I have a folder with all the shit. Trade Studios. And I have to find it. Wonder why I can't find it. Hold on. Because I'm trying to remember. I thought it was November 16th.
I think it's in around that time, yeah.
I'm just, like I said, I'm glad. I'm pretty sure it's the weekend after my anniversary, thankfully, because it was the same weekend. Probably wouldn't be able to go.
Probably not.
Actually, Henry Rollins is going to be there too, not doing like one of his speaking things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Loads of times. So many times.
Oh, no, I was way off. Oh, I could kick myself in the ass. How can I forget? It's October 26th. It's my father's birthday.
October 26th?
Yeah, October 26th. And I remember, like, oh, it's my father's birthday. And I'm like, how the hell did I not remember that it was on my father's birthday? Southwest saying the new Exorcist reboot actually based on a book, or is it just another script change? No, didn't David Gordon Green, was it him and Danny McBride that wrote this? The new Exorcist?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Right, you're on mute.
Oh, yeah. Was Danny McBride part of that, too?
I thought it was. I thought it was the same team. I could be wrong. I know David Gordon Green was writing it, but it might be with other people. I thought maybe it was Danny McBride.
Well, there's Sam Raimi.
Oh, Exorcist 3 is acknowledged.
One guy just falls on her dead.
I know. Exorcist 3 is great. So underrated.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal film. I actually watched it there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Again, such a good film.
What did I watch last night?
George C. Scott's awesome, though.
I love George C. Scott. I love The Changeling.
Yeah, brilliant film.
what the hell was I watched last night? Body Count. Remember the movie Body Count?
The slasher film, is it?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I remember the cover, the VHS cover. But I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it in so long, and I put on Tubi last night. With had my neighbor Mike's dog. She was sleeping on my lap, so I'm like, all right, let me put a movie on. I haven't watched that in so damn long, and I forgot. I mean, the only person that Brett you would recognize in there is the guy that plays the sheriff. I don't know his name. Brett's a big fan of the Blues Brothers, like me. Remember when they play at the bar and then the band shows up? The good old what is it?
The Good Old Boys.
The Good Old Boys.
The guy from Rambo 2. You talking about the main guy?
He plays the sheriff. He plays the sheriff in that movie.
He's the guy that Hannibal Lecter beats the shit out of when he escapes, too.
Yes.
Silence of the Lambs.
I forgot about it. I mean, it's really, really low budget.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
But there was a couple of nude girls and a couple of good deaths. So some good frontal nudity. Big fan.
Have you ever seen that film, The Last Matinee? I think it's Mexican film or Brazilian film.
I've heard of that.
It's really good. It was released by Arrow Video. Come out a couple of years. It's worth watching. Okay. It's a decent little slasher movie. And it's all set in a cinema. A bit like Demons without the demons. Yeah.
Pat, the guy you're thinking of is Charles Napier.
That's it. If I had the name, I knew I'd recognize it. But
Murdoch, I'm coming to get you because he left Rambo. He had the
he's in Rambo 2. Yeah.
We're the good old boys. You're the good old boys.
And Raimi, yeah, that was him. Yep. Yeah, we're the good old Blues Brothers boys band. Remember, they walk in. What kind of music you play? Oh, what kind of music you have here? Oh, we have both kinds, country and western. Sorry, a big fan of the Blues Brothers. Big fan.
It's a musical, dude. That's why you like music. Rawhide too. When they play Rawhide, oh god.
Good stuff, man. Oh, that'll have to be one of our comedy watch-alongs one of these days.
I just think of Henry Gibson. Did you guys get the license plate number? We're gonna kill that son of a bitch.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
Good old David Naughton to the rescue.
That's it. I'm sorry I called you Meatloaf, Jack.
Too bad Griffin Dunn was directing stuff at this time. Griffin Dunn could have played this role. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
No offense to Carradine.
That would have been cool to see them reunited.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of my buddy, I always thought her name was Ray Dong Chong. I'll be able to see. Yeah, The Last Matinee. You seen that? I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it is. It's worth watching that.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta check that out in fall. I was gonna watch fall the other night, but I didn't get a chance to. Which streaming platforms are you guys watching this on? I'm watching it on Screenbox on
Peacock.
Yeah. You watch it on Peacock, Brett?
Yep.
So Brett's on Peacock. I'm on Streambox. It's on Shudder. It's also on Tubi, but Tubi is going to have commercials. And Colin's watching the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But if you go on YouTube, if you look up Body Bags, you can get a free week of Streambox. So you can get it. You can watch it. Screenbox rather. And you can watch it for free. Just make sure you cancel within a week.
Yeah. My favorite's coming up here. I love the Stacy Keach hair one. I think it's hilarious.
That's so funny.
The Stallion.
But he looks like he did in Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams with the long hair when he was a big pothead.
He's new.
This is good. You can't get out because the girl's tits.
I wonder if all Greg Nicotero's work.
Yeah, he's on here, right? I thought he did this.
Yeah, I thought he did this.
Let's bring
I
it
would
up.
have thought that Carpenter could have been this funny.
Rick Baker did the coroner's makeup. Did his makeup. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is funny because he's so concerned about his hair, and he's got this hot girl who could give a shit about his hair.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't give a crap about it. She likes him.
What the fuck's his problem?
Seriously, who gives a shit? Shave your head. She still loves you. She wants to bang you. Gives a shit about your hair.
Yeah. And Mr. David Warner.
Oh, he's always
recently
good.
passed.
I always loved him in. I loved him in Time After Time with Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
He plays Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
He did a
I
Tales
loved him
from
in
the
that.
Crypt episode, which was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And the first Omen is a good that.
Yeah.
The Omen.
Look at her. She's hot as hell, and she don't give a shit about your hair.
Oof.
Bill is watching on Blu-ray. Not everything needs to be dug up and shook for coin, especially not by the guys who gave the word. The Evil Last Night scene from Halloween reboot is Exorcist in name only. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he always had that porn stash like Atkins.
Yeah, I think he had that tash because of the scar. His scar. Hello.
That's why he does have that scar. That's true.
That's our friend Colin. He's overseas. He's in Europe.
I'm in Ireland.
He's in Ireland. Yeah.
Hello from Ireland.
Joe had he's got a daughter volleyball game. Like you had lacrosse today.
Light?
Yeah. What?
This light?
Yeah. You want to go grab stuff?
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Pat's in Pennsylvania.
Joe's in
Texas.
Tell her there'll be a test on this. You better learn.
Who's the other guy that got it?
Oh, he was in Texas too. Yeah. You're talking about Michael. Yeah.
David Warner's also great as a bad guy in Waxwork. Yeah, and Time Bandits. Good movies.
Yeah. Love Waxwork. Yeah.
What's the most bizarre or awful streaming experience you had with a movie? I went to watch Halloween on Xfinity, and every time the squirt kicked in, the dialogue was the most. I don't know. I have to think about that. I don't stream. I do stream everything now, but I'm trying to think.
I don't stream that often.
I have to think about that one, Travis.
Physical media for me, mostly.
Yeah, I know you're a big physical guy, but I don't know. I have to think about that.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had times where I've tried to like watch stuff and it buffers all the time, but that happens a lot.
Yeah, happened to me a few
Especially
times. You're watching.
Yeah, usually when my son's home.
Fucking pain.
Yeah. When my son's home from college, he's the internet vampire. He just sucks the internet dry. So that's usually when I get the shitty streams.
So there's the other morgue workers that are Tom Arnold and Toby Hooper. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Sam Raimi was the dead gas station attendant.
Yes.
Yeah, David Warner was just last year, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Yep. Last year before, I think.
81. Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it. Not to sneeze at. How old's Stacy Keach now? He's got to be up in his late 70s, if not early 80s.
82, I think, 83.
Yeah.
I forgot. He was in The Mouth of Madness, David Warner, too. He's in Titanic and Tron. God, he's had some big movies.
He's been around. I'm telling you.
Stuff.
Oh, Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country. That's one of my favorite Star Trek movies. That's a good one.
He's got like Ernie McCracken hair here. Big
Actually,
Arm.
what's a great film with Stacy Keach last week? The Ninth Configuration. Have you seen that?
Yes.
No.
I've seen it. Good movie.
It was a good film.
He's done a lot of stuff too. Thank you. I liked him on the. Oh, he did Escape from LA too. You got to remember that. He pretty much replaced Lee Van Cleef.
Yep.
But the Christopher Titus show where he's the dad is just funny. He's looking at all these women with the long hair, right? These guys.
Well, we were talking about him the other night. Remember when we were talking about this? And I finally remembered he played the dad in 2.5 Men of Charlie Sheen's fiance, and he was gay, and he was living with John Amos from Good Times. Because they were like
There's
old
Greg Nicotero.
movie buddies.
Yep. Good old Greg.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, John Amos. That's right.
And it was just hysterical.
Have you guys seen the film Road Games? With Jamie Lee Curtis?
Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah.
Jamie Lee.
Stacy Keach. That's good as well.
Well, isn't the one movie that she's in? Isn't the movie Love Letters that she's in? Isn't that Stacy Keach's brother?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on.
Sure.
Love Letters.
I know he had his own show when it was at that Mike Hammer Private Eye. He did that.
Why is my keyboard not working?
Yeah. I used to watch that when I was a kid. Well,
Stacy Keach. Let's see.
James Keach, yeah, that was Stacy Keach's brother. So he plays opposite Jamie Lee Curtis in Love Letters. You want to see some skin on Jamie Lee? Besides, that's much more than Trading Places. Go watch Love Letters.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
She's in love with him as James Keach, and he's a married man. And she keeps writing all these letters and stuff to him.
And Stacy Keach is 82.
Well, you know who the brother is. He's the. Hold on, let me see. Brett. You know who his brother James, Stacy Keach's brother is? That's the cop from the original Vacation.
That's right.
The motorcycle
cop.
Motorcycle
cop. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the warden in Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash movie too.
Oh, that's right. Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah. You know, Wildcats with Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, that's the only movie where you get to see Goldie Hawn's knobs.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
You get to see her knobs, and that's the only time I think you ever see her with no shirt on.
Yeah, James Keach is 5 years younger than Stacy.
Let's Saving Private was it? Let's see, Private Benjamin. Huh? That's Goldie Hawn as well, isn't it? Yeah.
That was her, Goldie Hawn. Yeah, the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like 4 or 5 years before.
Yeah.
Wildcats, if I recall. Could be wrong.
Stacy Keach also voiced the Phantasm in the animated Batman movie Mask of the Phantasm, where he kidnaps Mark Hamill's Joker. Really?
Oh, didn't know that.
No. What's wrong with being a bald guy? Come on, look. It's easier. Makes your life easy. I'm telling you. You don't have to use a comb anymore. Makes your life easy.
God,
you don't have bedhead.
Yep, we'll pay for haircuts.
Yeah. You just buy a buzzer and you marry a woman who just buzzes your head when you need it.
Exactly.
Makes life easier, I'm telling you.
Sheena Easton. That's not the same My Baby Takes the Morning Train. That's somebody else, right?
No, that's her. That's Sheena Easton.
That's her in this?
Yeah. Yeah.
He works from 9 to 5. Yep.
That's the same broad. I thought she was just a singer. I didn't know. Oh my God. She's aged pretty damn good.
Yeah, she has. She popped up in a couple of films in her career.
Yeah. Debbie
Well,
Harry.
that song did wonders, didn't it? Though.
Well, Debbie Harry, she just hit what 78, I think.
I think just turned 80, no? Or maybe
Was it 80? I know. I forget if it was 80. Hold on.
Oh, Sheena Easton's from Scotland. Oh,
Yeah.
She certainly lost her accent anyway.
No, yeah, she is. She's 78. I knew she turned 78. Yeah. And she's aged well too. God bless her.
God, she was married 4 times, just like Stacy Keach. She hasn't been married for 20 years now, though.
Travis, sometimes bald is better. It is. So it makes life easy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, see, that's exciting. If when Stefan was going to watch this, when you don't know what the fuck's going on in this, what's this going to lead to? It's got you. It piques your interest. Like you just don't know what the hell's going to happen here.
Exactly. So that's I could totally see, bowing out and just saying, I'll watch it, later on.
This is pretty funny with the nurse getting like excited here too. Oh, Bill, you had your long night of Sheena Easton, huh?
That's awesome. That's not. I got drunk one night, and me and a friend of mine went down the Susie Quattro rabbit hole. Believe it or not.
Susie Quattro, yeah.
Yeah, because growing up watching Happy Days, she was Leather Tuscadero.
A story about her as well. I used to live in England for a while. I used to live in Essex, Kisco. And she used to live in the same town where I was living. And where I worked, she would come in the mornings for coffees. And she was one of the most down-to-earth people I've ever met. In fact, there was one time I was coming back from central London on the train. I went to see, I think it was Killing Joke. On the way back in the train, she recognised me and sat down and spoke to me the whole way back to Chelmsford in Essex. Because she recognised me from making the coffees for her in the morning.
Oh, wow.
No kidding.
Yep. Such a lovely woman. So nice.
Wow. That's cool.
She used to come with her grandkids all the time to a cafe, at a restaurant. She was in nearly every Saturday with the grandkids. Yep.
Well,
hey,
she went
Joe,
over there.
How you doing, man?
A good career. She got a good career going, and she freaking just stayed over there. Because over here, I think she only had one hit over here that stumbling in back when she was on Happy Days. And then, but I know she had a real big career over in Europe.
Yeah. Huge.
Oh, hey, what's up, Joseph? Big Joe.
Is that band KMFDM still around? What kind of music were they?
And it's fortunate with the New York Dolls show. There's another New York Dolls reference because Jerry Nolan from the Dolls was one of her earliest drummers before he joined the Dolls.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing that new Alice Cooper album quite a lot this week. The new one's really good.
It's good.
Yeah. I gotta pick it up.
I was surprised at how good it was. You know, I'm 75 years of age and still putting good music.
Well, somebody told me the Stones have a new album coming out. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they do.
I heard a track from it today. It actually wasn't that bad. It was okay.
But for their age, right? Like, if you're saying the Alice Cooper one for 75, that's pretty damn cool.
He's currently on tour with Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper. The man never stops. Plus, he has that other band with Johnny Depp as well.
Oh, yeah. Hollywood Vampires, yeah.
Alice Cooper puts on a good show, and well, so does Rob Zombie for that matter, too. I've seen them both.
I've never seen Rob Zombie on his own. I've seen him with White Zombie. That was like 1993 or something. I've never seen his solo stuff. I would love to for the stage show. But he very rarely plays Europe. Rob Zombie.
Who played on the Alice Cooper album, Colin? Who played guitar? Was it Nita Strauss or was it
It was
what's his name?
Nate back on it. There was a guest appearance by Tom Morello for Rage Against the Machine, and I think Kane Roberts might have done a track as well.
I was curious if Kane, because I know Kane filled in while Nita Strauss left.
Yeah.
Please. Oh, Lord. Yep, but that first speck of hair pops out, right?
It's actually, have you guys ever seen this with a comment?
No.
I was watching it with a commentary a couple of weeks ago. And it was funny listening to Stacy Keach talking with Carpenter about this segment because he always had problems with his hair in real life because he was going bald in his 20s. Because his mum used to tell me, you have to get a hairpiece. You're going to be an actor, you better get a fucking hairpiece. So he was always buying hairpieces throughout his 20s and 30s. So I think that's why he took this role on, because it was kind of ironic, because it fell into his real life as well.
That's crazy. Oh, actually, my cousin is a big fan of Rick Springfield, Travis. She was posting pictures the other day. She went to see him. Yeah, he's and that guy doesn't age either. God bless him.
Just the long hair with the mustache, it looks just so off too.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I let you touch it.
It reminds me of did you watch the Third Rock from the Sun with John Lithgow?
Yeah, sometimes
He gets his hair cut. And he looks at him and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm gorgeous."
He's just looking at himself.
Look at him banging Sheena Easton, you dirty dog, you. She's about to ride the morning train.
Yeah. He looks like Gary Oldman and Dracula just gone wrong.
Oh yeah.
Bill says Nina Strauss is great and she fits so well. Oh, big time. Saw them open for Iron Maiden a few years back. Is that when she was in the Iron Maidens?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That's it, Travis. So when Dick dyes his hair black and wears the leather pants, he's like, "Oh my God, I'm gorgeous." Big fan. Love Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, the sore throat. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that happens.
We want to head into some dodgy CGI territory now.
Oh yeah.
Fuck's sake.
And having long hair like that's got to be a pain in the ass too. There's got to be a lot of freaking work.
I used to have long hair years ago. The thing with my hair is corkscrew curly. It's very curly hair. So when I was a teenager, I used to look like Slash. You couldn't see my face. Just curly fucking hair. Like all the girls in the bus, he looks like Slash. He looks like Slash. Which worked wonders back then, yeah.
I think the longest I got my hair was maybe like right down to here or stuff like that. And that was in high school. That was about it.
Yeah, I was the same, man. I shaved mine off about 92, 91, 92.
That's when everybody started doing the short haircuts.
Yeah, yeah. But that stage, I was really into hardcore and all back then, so I was off with the hair, just shaved it off.
Oh, it's creepy as hell. That's us. That's it, man. I'm telling you. It's funny because like everybody's like, oh, when we go at the age 45, well, look for you. I said, well, if I don't have my hat on, you might not recognize me. my hat on my glasses, you might not recognize me. Because I only wear glasses when I'm trying to read stuff. Otherwise, I don't wear them. But on the computer, I can't see shit.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm watching this. I'm watching the chat on my phone, and without my glasses, forget it.
That's why it's funny if you go on the old podcast, or maybe not even. I don't think. I think on the old podcast, I used to try to not wear them all the time, but I couldn't read the chat.
Well, here we go. Hair in the throat. Let's say a pube stuck.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's like, oh, maybe it's left over from the night before. Maybe you got a pube stuck in the back of your throat. Tell Sheena she better do some ladyscaping.
That's a rare sight these days. You never see hairy ones these days. Very, very rare. Seldom.
Says, just keep singing that all day song. Give me some hair, some long, beautiful hair. Yeah, that's it from hair. Yeah, we lost Treat Williams a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That motorcycle accident.
That's right. Yeah. Crazy.
He's just creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way, man. If I get like a hair in my mouth, oh, that's like the worst. Drives me crazy.
See if I find a hair in my food and a meal, that's it. Game over.
Oh, throw it out. Don't want it.
Game over. I have to throw it away. I can't eat it. Can't.
Oh, poor Stacy.
Not looking too good. No.
See? Should have just stayed bald.
Yep.
She was happy with you, and you'd be hitting her.
Wee pubes crawling along there.
Yeah. Travis, I can't eat angel hair spaghetti because it feels too similar to hair in the mouth. Yeah, that's true. You can equate this to the Jordy Verrill from Creepshow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
Very true.
I'm growing.
Oh, that's best disgusting when it's hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah. Oh.
Pulling it out.
You hear it? It makes a noise like it hurt.
It's freaking crazy, those things.
It bites him on the finger.
Yep. It's a bunch of angry pubes.
And it goes down to the drains like, fuck you, I'm leaving.
Screw you, I'm going home. Look at you. Getting some Debbie, getting some Blondie. It's actually she's not blonde in this.
This is also in Videodrome.
Long live the new flesh.
Good film. I haven't watched that in years.
Yeah, me neither, man. That might have to be a watch along. I haven't seen that in a long time.
James Woods.
Mm-hmm. He does, Bill. He does. He looks like Teen Wolf.
Yeah. The only thing missing is basketball.
Yeah.
He just freaking ripped his arm open. Jeez.
Huh.
Well, he pretty much tells them they're aliens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Now you learn your lesson. Stay bald.
Stay bald. Bald is beautiful.
It's much easier. Much easier, I'm telling you. Only downfall about being bald is like if you're doing like yard work or whatever and you sweat a lot, you gotta wear like a little you gotta put something on your head. There's nothing to absorb it. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
They're just gonna pull everything off of him.
Well, that'll teach you.
Yep. That's vanity for you.
They live in your pubes. Oh, not down there. He actually played this part so well. Like he was like
yeah, he did. It was actually quite natural. He wasn't wooden at all.
Yeah, like he
easy for him. It seemed easy for him anyway.
What are you looking at, Riggs?
Yeah.
Freaking Rottweiler's giving me a freaking look.
Maybe I'll be watching him just as much as be watching the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Carpenter.
Have any of you guys seen Cobweb yet?
What was that?
Cobweb. The film Cobweb.
Haven't seen that.
No, not yet.
I still haven't seen it. It's supposed to be decent. It's supposed to be okay.
There's Charles Napier, right?
Yep, there he is right there.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's watch body count. He is the sheriff.
You got a couple of Blues Brothers cast members in this one, right, Pat?
Yeah.
Twiggy?
That's right.
Yeah, Twiggy, yeah.
She still looks good. God bless her.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice ass.
I was you were reading my mind. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, nice can.
That's Pat's line. Nice can.
Yeah. Nice. Are you chopping stuff there?
My apologies. Yes, I'm chopping up something for my. I'm a bachelor, so I'm chopping up some fruit for my kids. I'll put it on mute.
You were cutting your finger.
Like Like Julia Childs, oh, I've cut the dickens out of my fingers. It's like the old Saturday Night Lives. We'll see blood splurting.
Huh.
See, it would have been cool if his arm was off because it would have been just like Skywalker instead of his eye.
True, yeah. It's only a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound. But your arm's off. No, it isn't.
This movie or this story gives me the body parts vibe. Jeff Fahey. You guys ever seen that movie?
The blackest pubes, the devil's pubes. And right now we're at 58 minutes and 42 seconds. About to swerve from hitting the deer, and
yep,
crash. What happened?
So, Colin, have you watched Halloween in black and white? This came up last night, Pat and I talking.
No, it's something I've never. I'll probably do it sometime. Yeah, have you done it? Yeah.
Well, no, we were just saying. Like, I think I probably saw it when your TVs were black. TVs. Remember, like what in the 80s? Some of them black and white. It was cheaper, even the 70s.
I did because that was our first TV. My brother and I had in our bedroom was black and white.
Right,
in the early 80s.
It probably worked okay. It was probably it would add to the creep factor. I'm sure. Yeah. Well, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, I think I told the story where I watched it in Spanish one time. Did you ever watch it in Spanish?
No, but I have a Spanish Blu-ray version of it.
Yeah, I did watch it in Spanish. We were years ago when my father-in-law, before we moved up here to Pennsylvania, my in-laws lived up here, and we come up to visit, and they had like a spare bedroom and we'd stay there, and they had like a small little TV with just like antenna. They could just get like the local stations, and one of the stations was a Spanish station. So I'm flicking through. My wife's falling asleep, and I'm flicking through, and all of a sudden I see Halloween, and it's on the Spanish channel. And it was all in Spanish, dubbed in Spanish.
Yeah.
But and of course the wife was she's like, "Are you watching Halloween in Spanish?" She's like, "Seriously?" I'm like, "There's nothing else on TV." So I'm watching it. And the big joke is the part where in the beginning when Loomis is in the station wagon and he looks at the rabbit in red match cover.
Matchbook. Yeah.
They read it because it's in English. So if you don't know how to read English, you wouldn't know. So they look at it and you hear this voice whisper, "El conejo es rojo." And I never forget that. Every time it comes on, I just think of that. And then later on, when he picks it up outside the Phelps truck, you see it in his hand and you hear,
says it again, right?
"El conejo es rojo." And I kept saying it all weekend long. We're sitting there, we go out to dinner the next night with my in-laws and have a couple of drinks at the bar. And my wife's like, "Oh, stop it already." I'm like, "But Kath, el conejo es rojo."
Roger Corman.
Oh yeah, Roger Corman. Yeah.
Roger Corman. Yeah.
I've been watching his films the last few nights of the old Vincent Price ones. So good. Great stuff. Classic stuff. The Pendulum.
That's a good one.
That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah. Follow the House.
Travis is still in the pubes. I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the pubes. An old TV sold and so off of that. When you kick the dresser, it's on top of the volume on the TV. Oh, I had some of those. I mean, yeah, I remember the days of hitting the side of the TV to straighten it out. It used to work.
Oh yeah.
The excitement when we got the combo TV VCR for one of the bedrooms. It was a small TV, but the combination TV VCR, it was awesome.
Yeah.
What is this? Well, it's obviously French.
What's that?
Is that how you say it in French? I don't know.
Bill, what are you doing? Are you pretending you're talking to a coworker? It does sound weird with Mark Hamill with like a southern drawl.
Yeah.
But he went on. He did Village of the Damned with Carpenter, so he obviously had a good rapport with Carpenter after this.
Oh.
And that talk about a movie like that. Nobody ever talks about that, but that movie has one hell of a cast.
Yes, brilliant cast. Reeve, Kirstie Alley.
Yeah, a ton of people that are past now. Linda Kozlowski.
There's so many of them dead now. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, we do have to go back to some of the Carpenter films and finish it out.
Yeah, because where did we leave off at? Well, we didn't do Big Trouble in Little China. I know Joe would be.
Yeah, we got to do Big Trouble.
That's a big time Joe movie.
I would love to do Escape from LA. That would be a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll do Escape from LA because I there's parts of Escape LA that I think are very good. It gets a bad rap.
Yeah, but
Actually,
I fucking love the film. I think it's a good film. I always like.
Look at all the people in that film too. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell. No, yeah.
But look, you know, maybe it's the surfing that kind of looked a little cheesy. That's the only major problem I kind of had with it.
Yeah. But it's an incredible cast. Pam Grier, Peter Fonda, Steve Buscemi, Stacy Keach,
Cliff Robertson.
Yeah.
actually, you know who? Twiggy actually almost looks like what's your name here? Miss Despaga, Valerie Prine.
Despaga.
Yes, Despaga.
Pamela Stevenson.
No, Valerie Prine.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
I remember one night we were hanging out when I was going to school, and I believe it or not, I still have it, DVD copy of the Village People movie, and Valerie Perrine is in it, and so is Bruce Jenner. And I'm like, God, we're all drunk, and I'm like, guys, it's like, oh, we should watch a movie, and I'm like, I got the perfect movie. I put this on there, like, what the hell is this? I'm like, you guys never saw the Village People movie? We laughed our ass off. What's his name's in it too? Shit, Steve Guttenberg is in it too.
Oh, Steve Guttenberg,
yeah.
You follow him, Pat, on any social media? Him on Instagram's a trip and a half to watch.
No, I didn't even know he was on. To be honest with you, I'll have to look for it. Why is he? Some funny shit.
It's all positive. It's just I look at it this way. He's overly happy sometimes, but it's great. I get a kick out of watching him. That's why I pay attention to his social media. He's just always smiling away. He'll always be Mahoney.
Always be Mahoney. Mahoney, do you know how this happened? Yes, I do, Sergeant. And if you don't stop that, you could go blind.
You see how Shout's doing that release, a newer box set, but I don't know if there's going to be anything new on it. A lot of people are dead from those movies, too.
Oh, is that what that is, Bill? I shot him 6 times in Spanish.
Bill, thank you. I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm going to see Bill this week. We're going to figure out. He's working in the city, so try to get out there.
Here's one for you, Colin. Hey, Colin, were there any films that were altered for release in Ireland that you saw the unaltered versions of later? My friend from Ireland said Ninja Turtles was called Hero Turtles there.
Yeah, there was a few things that were altered. They were cut, they were censored. Yeah, there were certain films. I mean, I think some of the Rambo films, there's certainly Rambo 3 was not just Ireland, but the UK in general. There would have been things cut out of Rambo 3. Bruce Lee movies weren't allowed to show scenes with the nunchuckers.
Really? Huh.
Oh, yeah. Man, that whole thing in the 80s was fucking crazy over
here.
Oh,
the video nasties?
Yeah. I mean, luckily, I seen all the Bruce Lee films before they were censored.
Okay.
Around about 1980, 81, I watched all those. I was a Bruce Lee fanatic. But, yeah, there was a lot of films that come out that started getting chopped down compared to the States. Yeah. There was Rambo 3. There was, I think even Lethal Weapon had things cut out of it. I think RoboCop here was censored.
Oh God, I would think RoboCop got censored.
Yeah, big time.
Out of that, but now you can buy them. You can watch them. Okay, now, yeah, but back in the mid '80s, the mid '90s, even early millennium,
it was sensitive, right?
Just the whole BBFC thing was crazy. They were cutting everything. Yeah.
Video Nasties. Well, it did make for a good damn song, though. Video Nasties.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Great tune. Great. Love that song.
Yeah.
Great.
And I finally got around to watching Sean's The Young Ones episode. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. It was cool the way that people come back home again. Do you know where you live? They say, holy
They
shit.
had no idea. Could you imagine that?
You know?
God, I used to watch that in high school. We used to watch it every Sunday night. We'd watch The Young Ones, and then we'd watch 120 minutes.
The Young Ones was great.
So it was like the odds. Like, so on Saturday nights, I'd come home by midnight because I wanted to watch Headbangers Ball. And then Sunday nights, I'd stay up late and not go and hardly get any sleep before school because I watched The Young Ones, and then I'd stay up and watch 120 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't sleep now.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, you were up pretty early this morning, Pat, because I was messaging you already. I was like, damn.
Well, I fell asleep last night probably around 3. And then 6 this morning, the dogs came down and jumped on top of me. So that woke me up. So I'm working on 3 hours of sleep.
Jeez, I was about 5 hours because I couldn't sleep with the heat last night. I couldn't sleep. So I've been going all day and about 5 hours sleep.
Do you have like ceiling fans or anything like that?
Yeah, I have a couple of fans.
Yeah.
But it's not really doing much. It's just sort of blowing more warm air around the room. Yeah, it's not really cooling me off. Yeah.
Yeah, I could not survive. That was when we bought our first house. Even grew up in my parents' house, that we always had window air conditioners, and then we bought our first house. Same thing. Had to have window air conditioners everywhere. So when we moved, and the lady's like, "What are you looking for in a house?" I said,
"Central air."
2 things. Number one, it's got to have central air. I do not want to have to put air conditioners in ever again. And I want a dishwasher because at the time my son was still my daughter was a couple months old. My son was about 3-4 years old. I said, I'm tired of washing fucking bottles and all their shit. I want a dishwasher.
Well, Pat, with your area, do you have well water or no?
I have a well. Yeah, we have well water.
Oh, you do. I know sometimes that's not the greatest for some areas. I'm sure maybe it's not bad in your area.
We have it tested every year, and we have the whole house filter.
Okay, cool.
And actually, it's actually double filtered because like the kids always get their water from the refrigerator, and the refrigerator has a filter. So the house filters it, and then it gets filtered again through the refrigerator. But we have it tested every year. My wife is like religious with it. You take it to Home Depot here, and they send you the results.
Yeah.
We're about the furthest west that you could get Lake Michigan water towards the city. So water's good.
Earlier.
What was that?
I was watching the Strangers films earlier again. I haven't watched them in a couple of years. They're actually good films, the Strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
You see how Rennie Harlan's doing the new one, right? The new trilogy?
Yeah, new trilogy. Apparently all 3 are coming out in the same year. It's supposed to be coming out all the same. Next 2024.
Yeah, I know they already have like a poster, marketing stuff for it. But the sequel surprised the heck out of me. I didn't expect the sequel to be as good as it was. I thought Kills.
That's really good. I actually prefer the sequel.
Yeah, I think you know what? I think I might too because.
Yeah. But it was intense. Some of the scenes are really fucking.
Just the pool sequence, right? That's pretty effective.
That's so good. Oh, boobies.
Oh, had some boobies, some dirty boobies. Rick Mill was his favorite young one. Long live Drop Dead Fred. Yeah, it's such a shame he died so young.
Oh God, drop Phoebe Cates.
Love Drop Dead. I love Rick Mill. I loved him in The Young Ones. And Neil would come in. He's like, Neil, you're a complete bastard, and we all hate you.
Do you have what did you do? Was it suicide or do you have a drug problem or?
No, No, not at all. I think he had a heart condition or something.
He had a heart
Oh, it
attack.
was a health thing. Okay.
He was out jogging, come home from jogging, had a heart attack, and died.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. Don't jog.
Hey, no, I don't check. I bike race.
So everybody says, "Oh, do you jog? Do you run?" I said, "Only when I'm chased."
Yeah. Yeah, to the toilet. That's as far as I run.
I'm trying to. I think my favorite Young Ones episode is when they go on the when the university challenge,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and they're on the train, and Vivian's like, he reads the sign, "Do not put your head out the window." I wonder why. He puts it out, and he takes his head off, and he's kicking his head. Come here, you bastard! He's trying to get his head.
Like kicking his head down the railway track. total fucking hereditary moment there.
Oh God, that show was it was fucking gold. That show, and
crazy.
And then they're all there in the thing, and they put the P in front of Rick's name, so it says, and the guy's like, and we have Mike, we have Prick, we have Neil. Oh, we can go down a whole Young Ones rabbit hole.
Yeah. Another program I liked from back then was Blackadder, Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson, he was hysterical.
It's brilliant. Blackadder was fucking amazing. I loved that show.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
He's got to be up there now, right?
He's in the 70s, I think, yeah.
Yeah. As Colin would say, this movie is good crack to watch in your flat while eating a chippy.
Was that good crack? Yeah. It's totally Irish saying there, yeah.
It's funny because we have, like I said, we have our friend, my wife's good friends with the family in Donegal, and she's like, they kept saying, like, "Oh, this is good crack," and I'm just like, so she's like, "It's not the crack you're thinking of." I'm like, and she explained it to me. I'm like, "You guys party hard, huh?" She's like, "No, it's not what you're thinking."
Yeah. Guinness and crack.
Yeah. I'm like, "What?" I think I heard this too, that Mark Hamill and Robert Englund were pretty tight. I thought I heard that someplace else too.
Really?
I remember hearing that somewhere.
Could be, yeah. Not sure.
I could swear I read that somewhere or heard it. What were the first boobs everyone saw in a movie?
Well,
For Travis,
we watched mine not too long ago. Creepshow.
it was may have been Kate Winslet in Titanic or Garbage and Return of the Living Dead. My first boobs, I would probably have to say PJ Souls, because I don't think I saw, because I saw Halloween in 1980.
Yeah.
Before that, I'm trying to think of a movie I saw before that with boobs, and I don't remember one.
For me, it was probably a Hammer film. I would say it was probably a Hammer horror film.
Oh yeah, the Hammer films and
yes, I used to watch those in the late 70s as a kid. They used to have a double feature every Saturday evening. I used to watch them. So I would definitely say it was probably a Hammer film. It was the first boobs that I've seen, yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything before that. I would have to probably say PJ Souls.
Yeah, closely followed by PJ Souls. And Diane Franklin and Amityville 2: The Possession.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That horrible incest scene.
God, that was disturbing. Yeah.
Then I have to try to think of another movie I saw after that with boobs, and I'm trying to think. I'll do a whole boob episode.
Trading Places.
Trading Places were.
I'm trying to remember. It might have been Trading Places, or it might have been Animal House, when Bluto's looking. He's on the ladder, looking in the, and the girl takes her top off, and he sees her tits, and he falls back on the ladder.
Mine might have been What Little of Deborah Winger had and Officer and Gentleman. I think that's another one.
We have to revisit our top booby list and redo it on this podcast because it's been a minute.
Our top boobs?
Yeah, we did it on the old podcast. We did our favorite boobs in horror. Might be time to revisit that.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Yeah.
or favorite
They're
boobs in general.
Deborah Voorhees.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, part 5, man. She's got some beautiful boobs, beautiful
Ooh.
natural boobs.
Yep. Yep.
So, Travis, my friend went to a summer camp every year in Donegal, and she got to meet Mark Hamill while they were filming Star Wars in Skellig. Like, really?
Yeah, I was filmed down there.
Well, we'll be back there next November. We'll be back in Ireland, and we're definitely gonna meet up with Colin.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Yep.
Because we're gonna be going back for our 25th next year for sure. We're going for like 10 days, and we're definitely meeting up. But he's gonna actually have to have a pint with me.
Yep. I will indeed. You're all welcome round our house. Yep.
I gotta come by. I want to see the pig, and I want to see the collection. I want to see the collection.
Yep. Sure.
Really
Yeah.
can't.
Yep.
Great.
I have to do a lot of rearranging. I have to get all my vinyl downstairs. I have no room. This room's zero fucking room left. There's stuff piled up on top of each other now. It's getting bad.
Same here. I'm just running out of room too, and I'm waiting to go this way, but I don't know where to go over there either. I'm like,
Yeah, well,
it's crazy.
all that behind me, I'll take it down the stairs, put it in the front downstairs. So that'll free those shelves up over there. Yeah, I've got thousands of vinyl. So I'm going to get new shelves, put them down the stairs.
Russ, I think he's going to pork her.
Classic.
Could you imagine that if you got a transplant of a body part and something like that happened to you?
It'd be pretty fucked up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, could you imagine that?
He just looks so bizarre. Oh god.
And he freaking bites her.
I think I'd have seen Mark Hamill's balls.
It was actually very graphic because I think you see her ass and you definitely see his sack.
There's definitely a collection of dangly objects.
Seriously,
I could have swore. Good old Blu-ray, huh?
I wonder if he was nailing her. Maybe they weren't married. Maybe they had.
Maybe it was an ass double. Maybe it wasn't his balls.
It might have been, yeah.
Now I got to go watch Body Parts with Jeff Fahey.
Body parts.
Okay, one's a beautiful gem. Travis says my mom took me to see Wedding Crashers when I was little, and that was definitely my first theatrical boobage. Yeah, Linnea Quigley, yeah, and Return of the Living Dead. Oh, she's getting naked.
I can tell you the first boobies that I got traumatized, and Colin, I think you watched it not too long ago. My dad was a big Death Wish fan. All those Death Wish movies had just the crazy rapes and all.
Oh, the rape scenes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're still pretty brutal watching them now.
They are.
They're still very graphic, yeah.
The second one is just unreal with the maid. Oh.
Yeah. That's yeah. It's a hard watch. Like talking about hard watches, I picked up the Arrow video version of Last House on the Left. No, the remake.
Remake.
It has the unrated version on it, so I'll probably watch that maybe later on or tomorrow.
It's a good remake. I enjoyed the remake with Tony Goldwyn.
Yeah, it's okay. I have it in DVD. I bought that years ago, but this one's the unrated one, so I'll probably watch it later.
Actually, this is for you, Colin. Bill said you and him still have to do your makeup watch along together.
Taylor.
What's that, sorry? Minutes of them.
Remember, because you were going to be on when we had Bill on,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
was sick.
yeah.
I have to pick a movie that you guys want to watch, and we'll have you guys both on.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
We'll figure something out and have you guys on.
Yep. I'll definitely be up for that. It'll be a lot of fun, yeah.
I said when my friend and her family came over to New York from Ireland, and her dad accompanied her to see Deadpool, I had to sit there next to us while Ryan Reynolds was pegged.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum was in the first one.
Yep, Jeff Goldblum. Yep.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
One of the punks, yeah. Or rapists.
What movie nudity you always notice, but no one points out? In Abyss, there's a scene at the end of the beach when a guy clearly runs into a frame and pulls a guy's swim shorts down, showing his ass. I don't. What's movie you always notice, but no one points out that there's nudity? Man,
You got the guy in the background, the bleachers in Teen Wolf, but that's not exactly it.
What's that? What movies?
I could go back to what I talked to earlier when we got drunk the one night and watched the Village People movie. When they're in the when they're doing YMCA, they're actually in the YMCA, and you're watching the Village People do their song, and there's a bunch of man ass in the background. Seriously, there's all naked man ass, and I remember watching it for the longest time. And like you see that you're paying attention to them singing, and then like we're sitting there drunk, and my one friend's like, "Dude, what's with all the man ass in the background?" I go, "I never even noticed it." To be honest with you.
There's a whole vertical smiles, yeah.
Dude, there was all this hairy ass in the background. I wasn't looking. I was too busy watching the band sing. Oh. And there was one here I wanted to show. Oh yeah, Bill was saying here. I like this one. Mark Hamill doesn't need eyes, just use the force.
That's like a Chuck Norris fact, but with Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, Serbian film. I'm sure Colin's seen that. You've seen that, right?
Yeah, actually, a funny story about that too. I actually seen that when I was living in Serbia. I lived in Serbia for a year, and when it came out there, the people in Serbia fucking hated that movie.
I'm sure.
Because they thought that the world had a bad enough opinion on them anyway, because the 90s and the whole genocide, Bosnia and all that they didn't want that film to be shown. They fucking hated it. And the director said the reason he made that film was his like sort of commentary on Serbian government, that it keeps people down, oppresses its own people. That's what the statement was supposed to be about, according to the director anyway. So
well, that's not what I got from it. That was a snuff film. It was like porn snuff.
Yeah, because the thing is, because the effects were so good in that film.
Yeah,
it looks too real. Yeah, it's just too fucking.
It does. You know, I remember seeing it years ago. People saying, "Oh, it's like the worst movie. You got to watch that." So I remember finding it on one of the stream. I found a stream of it somewhere online. I watched it, and that is just a messed up movie. If you have not seen the Serbian film, it's a fucked up film.
Yep. That whole scene with the baby and all, fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then at the end, what he does, and they all kind of like off themselves with one shot.
Yep. Yep.
Strange film.
Yeah. It's a strange place, believe me.
Yo, yeah. Bill says Porky's in Vacation with some early boobs. That's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bill, that's a good call because I did see
Beverly D'Angelo.
In Vacation. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the theater.
Yeah.
So,
and
Porky's too. Love Porky's. You posted that thing today, right, Brett?
You're going to be at a con? Has a reunion. Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
Small world.
Do you guys remember popsicle films?
The popsicle films?
Lemon Popsicle. Do you remember those films?
No.
Like no. There's Lemon Popsicle, Hot Bubble Gum, Going Steady, Baby Love. They were sort of like Porky's films, but I think they were made. I think they were Greek films, to be honest. It was like a Greek production, but they
Really?
had like it was all 50s rock and roll sort of soundtracks to them. They're actually quite funny. Yeah. It was like
Were they in Greek or were they in English?
What's that?
Were they in English or they?
They were dubbed into English.
Oh, I have to check those out. That's funny.
I think there's a box set. You can buy a box set.
Can't say I've ever heard of those. Huh.
Yep.
No, me neither.
Another childhood gateway into boobage.
Another hard one to watch, kind of in that rhyme of Last House on the Left, is I Spit on Your Grave. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Any of them, even the remake, even the two remakes.
Yep. Fucking grim. And there's another film that I don't like watching the rape scene is The Accused with Jodie Foster.
Yeah. Jodie Foster.
No.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible scene too.
Travis said, in the Sinbad movie First Kid, I was shocked when the kid pulls out his ass and moons someone. I don't think I saw that one.
That was great randomness right there.
So are brown contacts Hamill could pass as Carpenter's son or brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here they come.
Actually, with
Tom Arnold and Toby Hooper. My uncle let me watch a lot of those exploitation films when I was like 9, so I have vivid memories of D. Snyder hanging by his. Oh, Strangeland! I love Strangeland.
It's brutal. Oh yeah.
Captain Howdy. Good movie.
Yeah. I'm supposed to have It Follows by Second Sight arriving tomorrow from Amazon.
That looks like a nice set.
Yeah, it was at £46, so it's about $60.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's quite expensive. I have another film coming called The Antichrist. It's an old, I think it's late 70s Italian Exorcist ripoff.
Oh, really? I've never seen that one.
I've seen it years ago, VHS. That's quite good. It's quite good.
I was thinking Antichrist. That's the other one. What the hell is the Antichrist? Is that it's William Dafoe? Did you see that one?
Yeah, Charlotte Gainsbourg.
Yeah, that one's fucked up. She's a lunatic in that one.
Yeah, cuts her clitoris off.
Yeah, and then she drills a hole in his freaking foot and like shackles him to something. I'm like, oh, that's a rough one. Well, he also did what's that guy's name that did that?
Lars von Trier.
Lars von Trier, and he also did that other one, Nymphomaniac. Yeah.
He done the film Elephant about Columbine.
Oh, that's right, that one too. Yeah, he's fucked up, that dude.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. That's it. Look at that. Wow, an hour and 35 minutes went past by. Well, hour and 30 minutes.
Bye. So fast.
Yeah, that went fast.
They remade that rape scene from The Accused on South Park where George Lucas and Steven Spielberg are raping Indiana Jones. I didn't see that. I have to get back and start watching South Park again. I could kick myself.
Fuck, I haven't watched South Park. Jesus, probably since about 2001 or so.
Yeah, me neither. I just got so busy. I never got. Look at Travis. My favorite movie, Nudity, has to be Rip Torn pulling out his ass and Freddie got fingered and yelling "fuck me."
I was thinking of Freddie got fingered, Travis. You and I were on that same part.
Freddie got fingered.
That's a great movie.
I will tell you, like American Pie came out. That was when I was in high school, and Shannon Elizabeth, her goods. That was some good stuff.
I still say the best is This one, Stifler drinks the beer with the load in it.
Oh, yeah.
We were like, I'm like, oh.
And just his face, like looking at it and stuff. Oh God.
Yeah.
That movie, man, I remember going to see that in the theater, man. We laughed our asses off. That was gold when it came out. That was gold.
The third one's great. Where the wedding.
The wedding, yeah.
He's in the closet with the grandma. Focus. He has no idea he's in the closet with his grandma.
Well, I love Stifler's mom. I used to love that TV show, Two Broke Girls, and Stifler's mom was was she like the Ukrainian lady that was shacked up with the cook in the diner they worked in, and she was funny as hell in that. She was great.
Oh, I forgot, man. I didn't realize Matt Arts was doing a thing tonight, huh?
Yeah, he'll be doing his thing, but that's the one sad thing about draft beer, man. Does it make you pee? I'll be talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Brick.
Everybody's.
So what's the plans? What's the plans tomorrow, Brett?
What's the plans tomorrow? Well, so I'm a bachelor. The missus is helping my mom with her knee replacement physical therapy. So
okay,
I'm going to work, and then we got some kids practices tomorrow. That's it, man. He's gonna do the book thing on Wednesday. I don't think he'll be able to do it, but we've been slowly but surely doing podcasts more on Fridays. Yeah. And I don't know if we'll change to it. We might more than not. Pat kind of liked what we did too, so.
Radio, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's see, but no, I'm behind on a lot of stuff here, Colin. A lot of movies, a lot of shows and stuff. So there's like a handful of things on Shudder I want to watch.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up with everything, especially when you're working. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's busy. I work in construction right now. It's still nuts and gonna be H45 is gonna be here before you even know it, man. It's gonna be taken up a bit.
Half week away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, I wish I was going to that. It's just like you see.
I know. We would have such a good time.
Most talking about it, it's like, oh fuck.
It'd be great, man. If you.
So I saw you watched You're Next. We love that movie. Pat and I love that.
Oh, I love You're Next. Love that movie.
A lot of fun.
I haven't watched it in a couple of years. I really enjoyed revisiting that one. It was so good. Such a great film.
I almost forgot.
Did you ever see the haunted house one? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So Pat's posted a picture. I recently acquired an autographed poster by John Carpenter and Sandy King. Carpenter's is in black. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there.
That's really cool.
I'm pretty much trying to get all of Carpenter's movies, at least the one sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have this one.
Do you put all yours up, Brett, or do you have something just rolled? Do you have room for all your posters?
I don't. No, definitely not at all. What I do, like going down to my basement, I have these, like there's the theater style frames in the wall. I've got 6 of them.
Yeah.
Going down my stairs to the basement, and you open up the flanges, the frames, and I switch them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Sean Clark got me into those.
There's a flip
the
things.
portfolio books. Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
They get heavy though. Like you can add up to 5 pages to it, and I do. It's super heavy. But then the the tongs, the binders, the binding clips, they separate if it gets too heavy. So. Somebody on one of my Facebook groups is like super glue them. That was the best thing I ever did. I super glued those things so they can't open.
Okay, right.
But so that's what I do. I'm sure you have to store whatever you've got, right? Obviously, or.
Oh man, I got so many posters, rolls and rolls of posters, stuff from the 80s as well. You know, like the Hills of Eye. I got an Italian Friday the 13th Part 4 original poster from '84. I got got old Halloween Resurrection ones from VHS stores. I've got everything you can think of. Escape from New York, Evil Dead original, Evil Dead 2 and original.
You got a lot, Colin. I don't know. Whenever you're off of work, unless you got pictures of all your stuff, when we got you on next time, that'd be cool to just go through all your pictures and stuff. That would be kind of fun to do, don't you think, Pat?
Oh,
Alan's
cool.
got a lot of stuff.
Well, we're trying to get like do like a collector's corner. So if you
Yeah.
get a chance, if you could take a bunch of pictures of stuff, send them to me. We'll have you
Yeah.
on one of the podcasts, and we can just go through all the pictures of everything. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, sure. I mean, recently there was a guy.
Thanks, Lurch. Good night, Bill. Sorry.
Oh, Bill's leaving. Yeah, Bill wanted to say goodbye. 3:30 comes up early, man. Bill,
Yep. Okay,
thanks for
Bill.
hanging, brother.
Take it easy.
And when I get the podcast shirts ready, I'll let you know because I'll get one to him. He sent me some cool stuff from his band.
Nice.
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 Yeah, but if you can take as many pictures as you can, and we'll plan for something when we get back from H45, have you come on, and love to see all that stuff.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're all rolled away. I mean, I can dig them all out again and take photos of them. There's some good stuff there from the 80s, you know. I remember, funny enough, talking about John Carpenter. I used to have, I don't know what the fuck happened to it, but the store owner gave me this. It was like a 3D, it was like a 3-tiered Prince of Darkness poster, but it was done like it was embossed, but it was like styrofoam. It was in
Really?
3D.
Really?
And I don't know what the fuck happened to that thing. It probably broke years ago. My mother probably threw it out when I was still living at home then. It was like 87, 88. And I wish the fuck I still had that. Of John Carpenter. Oh, hello.
Oh, she's.
Scout
You gotta get
tagging
the
away.
dog in. That's.
Yeah. I used to have like Return of the Living Dead Part 2 I had from the video store. I had a Thing poster that was given to me about 83. Again, I don't know what happened to that. Probably got torn or ripped or whatever over the years.
The stuff from the 80s I've lost because a lot of the stuff that I had when I lived at home in the 80s.
Yeah.
Either got ruined. Like, no, a lot of the stuff I had got ruined when I went away to college, and we rented the house.
Yeah.
And we used to throw these parties and a lot of this shit. Like I remember my Halloween 4 and 5 original poster from the 80s I had just got destroyed in there, and a lot of shit got ruined back in the day, which sucks.
I used to have a Halloween 4 and a Halloween 5. It was from the VHS store. You know, don't know what happened to those. I still have 2 Resurrection ones that I kept. I think it was from a VHS store. I got those as well. But I mean, there's that much stuff over the years. Jesus, I mean, there's so much money there. It's gone. You think about it, you go, holy fuck.
No, I never do. I walk down here, I look at everything. I say, I love all this stuff. And then, like, some once in a while, I get that pop. Like, how much money did you spend? I'm like, shut up. Don't go there. Don't go there. I don't want to know about it. You know what? Money comes and goes, but this stuff, you know, you can enjoy. So that's why I look at it. And then when I'm dead, you know, they can spend all the money and enjoy it.
What we got in here? We got a Russell Tiger. Is that right? Okay.
What's going on? Oh, Ryan, what's up? A good buddy, Ryan Underwood.
What's up, Ryan. I'm sorry I missed it. You just got in.
Russell, what's going on? Russell from Toronto. What is shaking? From the Great White North.
Yeah, see, the 78 one sheets, it's nice, I guess, if you really want an original, but with that print, you can find a real good reprint. That's just my opinion, but
yeah,
for how much they are.
Yeah, I only have one original one sheet I've had for years, and it's in nice shape. It's folded, so I keep it folded because, you know, I try to keep it with all the press kits and the press stuff that I have. That's why I don't. How come you don't have the original thing? Why don't you ever have it hanging on the wall? I said, because I love all the press stuff, so I keep it with the press kits and all that type of stuff. So it's always folded. So both my Halloween 1, so my Halloween 1, 2, 3, yeah, the first 3, 1, 2, and 3 are all folded with all the press kit shit that I have for each movie.
There's the one here. There's a fold. Yeah, probably too dark, is it?
No, I can see that's nice.
That's a Resident Evil Dead. That used to be. I was given to all of the VHS rental stores. And the artwork's done by that guy, Graham Humphreys, that does a lot of stuff for 88 Films and Arrow and whatnot, yeah.
That's nice. I like that. I just watched Evil Dead 2 the other night.
What's that?
I was actually the other night when I couldn't sleep because I had my neighbor's dog and I was up, and she was on my lap. I ended up watching. I was watching Evil Dead 2. I haven't watched that in a long time.
Great film.
Another fun movie.
Brilliant film.
I'm just checking in the chat. So Russell's party hopping. Look at live watch party hopping. Look at you go. What else is going on tonight? What other live parties are going on? I'm just curious. The only thing Travis says, the only thing close to collectibles he has are unopened Lego Death Star 2 that's over 20 years old. The entire second wave of Garbage Pail Kids in pristine condition, which is worth nothing. Well, hang on to all that stuff. Eventually it's worth something because people always say, it's not worth anything. You just got to hang on to it.
That's it.
You just got to hang on to it. Just take your time.
I remember years ago with my mother, when I moved out, all the Star Wars stuff I had, the original stuff in the 70s, early 80s, yeah. When I moved out, it was all up in the attic. And then about 10 years went by. I thought to myself, I must go up and check that stuff out, see if it's still there, see what condition it's in. Went up, gone. I was like, what happened to all the Star Wars stuff? Oh, give it away to a charity shop. Me, you fucking joking me, yeah.
That's the same thing with me.
Fucking Millennium Falcon, fucking Adap Walker, everything you could mention. Death Star. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I think the same way. I tell people stories like if you watch some of the videos I do on like the Kiss stuff that I had or some of the 70s stuff I collected as a kid. And I'm like, it's all been lost through the sands of time because we cleaned it. Like, you figure my father died. So this October 13th, be 14 years. And then 2 years after he passed, we sold the house and we cleaned it out. And I'm like, maybe we'll find some stuff. I don't know where all that shit went. We had a lot of the Star Wars stuff, not necessarily my stuff, the Star Wars stuff that my brother was shout out to my brother, Tom. He used to get all that shit and then burn it or blow it up. He was like that. He was that kid.
Yeah.
My dad would go out and buy him a model and he'd build this like model because models were big back then, like model cars and stuff.
Like plane models, aircraft.
And he'd blow it all up.
Throw them out the top window of the house. Done all that shit. G.I. Joe figures. Used to get like a plastic bag, a shopping bag, and like tie string to it, put it around his armpits, throw it out as a parachute, and then set fire to him.
Yeah, that was my brother. He was destructive. He'd just burn shit, blow it. And the funny thing is, so years ago, back in the late 60s, early 70s, my father worked for Hess Oil. I don't know if they have Hess Oil over there. It's an oil company. And he worked there. So every year, I don't know if they have them overseas or not, but they would always have like Hess trucks or whatever. And they still do it. Every year they have a Hess collectible every year, and they're highly collectible in the States. So one year back in the early 70s, it came out with like a Hess tanker ship, and it's worth a lot of money. Okay. And my father used to have it like on his headboard back in the day, and sure as shit, my brother took it one day and fucking blew it up. My father almost killed him.
Oh,
it's worth like 10 grand. I think in the box now it's like $5,000-$6,000 is worth.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
That's fucking harsh.
No.
Yeah, the Star Wars stuff. Good Lord. Look at it all.
No, I still have quite a lot of Star Wars stuff, actually. Yeah.
Damn.
I don't have any of it left. We used to have the bedspreads, the curtains. We had everything, and we used to have a ton of Star Trek stuff, and also
boxes there. Can you?
It's hard to see. Oh, you gotta take pictures. We want pictures. You gotta take pictures of all that stuff because that stuff's probably worth a lot of money.
I see the boxes, but I see. I saw. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
And we used to have all the Evel Knievel stuff because Evel Knievel was big, and we were big Evel Knievel fans.
Yeah, I had that too. Yeah, the wind-up wheel.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
I had the bike, the trick bike, the stunt bike. I had the rocket. I had the rocket as well.
Well, how old are you? Are you 50 yet?
I'm 50 in February.
Okay, so yeah, you're 50. You'll be. Oh, that's right. You're right. You're in February. You're February what?
February the 4th, same day as Alex
We're gonna have to have a Colin Murdy 50th birthday collaboration with all your favorite shows.
Yeah, we'll have to have a 50th birthday stream for Collins.
Colin Murdy's birthday bash. Yeah.
So you'll be. So you're exactly. I'm exactly 2 years and 2 days older because I'm February 6th. So when you turn 50, 2 days later I turn 52. So we're two.
Right.
I'm 2 years.
There you go. Old man.
Old prick that I am. Bastard.
I'm the baby here. Damn it.
How old are you, Brett?
I'm 42.
42.
And Joe's the baby.
My older brother is 7 years older than me, so I kind of I can relate to a lot of the older stuff, I guess. Pat is like my brother, except for he drinks. My brother's
Pat's a lush.
No, don't say that, Pat. Don't make me feel bad for saying that.
No, I'm fine. No, honestly, if we're not doing a stream,
isn't it?
The more streams we do, the more I drink. If we don't, because I really don't like I wouldn't have anything to drink. Because I'm still, I'm fine. It's just the problem is the older you get, you just look at liquid and you got to take a piss.
Yeah.
You don't even have to drink it. You just look at it and you're like, all right, I got to go. But Russell's asking what part of. So Colin's from Belfast because Russell was asking.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a bender in California, but that'll be it then. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I can only imagine what we're gonna do because it was funny. So when Brett and I met and hung out at Monster Mania, which was a year and a half now.
Last August. So
last
a year ago.
Yeah, just a little over a year ago, last August. Yeah, we met that Friday night. We hung outside, had a cigar. We drank in the parking lot, saw some weird shit. And then the next day, when we went to Monster Mania, so we did all our stuff because remember how quickly we made our way through everything. Like we had Lance Guest, Leo Rossi, and Dick Warlock all before like 11:30 in the morning because we were like right there.
Jesus.
Then like 12:30, we're like, oh, let's go have a beer, and we sat at the bar for like 3 hours.
We had a liquid lunch. We literally had a lunch, luckily, there, too. Though.
Like, let's just have one more. I'm
like, okay. Dinner and had more beers.
Yeah, then we hung out, went back to the hotel. We went to a a steak place next door, had a bunch more beers, went back to the hotel, had some more beers. So.
Fuck.
He's like, Jesus Christ. Yes. And luckily, my weight has stayed the same.
I don't know. I'm not that brave. I have to get on this. If I get on the scale, I'll be on suicide watch.
Yeah. That's hard off as you get older.
Oh, it's hard. I used to be able to lose weight quick. I can't lose shit.
It's getting harder to shift it. It's harder to get it off.
The metabolism changes. Yeah.
Wow, you have a Stretch Armstrong in the box? Those things are. Oh God, I had that as a kid.
I remember those too. Yeah.
My brother has a lot of the original GI Joes. My brother was a big GI Joe collector. He's got a bunch of those. Lurch.
Yeah, it'll be good to be around with Lurch. Yeah, Lurch.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
Great talking to you during this stuff.
We're gonna have several cocktails over that weekend. Lurch, when are you getting there? Are you getting there Thursday or Friday? I forget. Travis says my uncle anally impaled his Stretch Armstrong with a replica batarang. Where did that go?
What?
As Ricky Ricardo said,
battering ram, maybe?
Explain to me. Explain.
You got some explaining to do.
Explain. I'm like, what?
There was a guy I went to school with. I remember impaled his balls on a fucking spiked fence.
Oh God!
School, and his hand slipped even full force right between his fucking nuts.
Oh man!
Get like the fire brigade to come, the fire gates out and like lift them off the fucking spike. Oh, grim, horrendous.
Right. I thought I was disgusted when I saw a nail go through a friend of mine's hand when we were BMX racing in 7th grade, right through his freaking palm.
Oh,
and of course, everybody's like, "You watch those horror movies and you can't look at that." I'm like, "Well, that's real."
That's real shit. It's fake. We watch fake
After
stuff.
that day, he was known as Woody One Ball. That was his name. Woody One Ball.
Oh, I'll tell you one story. So Lurch is coming on Thursday. Oh, you're staying till what? You're staying later than me because I'm leaving on Monday. All right, so you'll be a Thursday because I'm coming in on that Monday the 25th, and my wife and I then we're gonna stay. We still have booked a place to stay, but then Thursday we come up to Pasadena. So it'll be the Thursday night. So I'll have to hit you up. We'll go hang out for a beer. So my friend, a guy I used to play in a band with, he was a drummer. My friend Rich. And he was the biggest practical joker. So one day he comes to me and he says, I got to go see my doctor. He's like, they diagnosed me with testicular cancer, ball cancer. And I thought he was joking because he joked about everything. And I'm like, no. And it was serious. So they took one of his balls. And so he created his own name. It wasn't even me. We used to call him the Uniballer.
The Uniballer.
Very good.
Yeah. And he lost his hair. He had to do all the treatments and the radiation, and they took one of his balls and called him the Uniballer.
The
Uniballer. Brilliant.
Yeah. We used to. So Russell says we used to blow up plastic army men with firecrackers. Oh my God, my brother used to. We used to, because my bedroom was like 3 floors up, so we take the little plastic army men and strap firecrackers to them, light them, and then throw them out the window, and it exploded in midair.
We would win those stuffed animals at the arcade with the tokens and everything. And my buddy always had quarter sticks of dynamite. We just used to blow them up and just the freaking cotton. We had to clean it out of the whole yard.
Well, yeah, we used to get the little M80s. So where I grew up was, if you ever watched the movie Copland, that's the town I grew up in. So we were right by the Hudson River. So there used to be a big old ferry boat there called the Binghamton. And it was an old ferry boat that was retired. They brought it down there and they made it a restaurant. So you had like this big walkway out to it, and it was a restaurant, and you can go out there, and it was a nice place to eat and whatever. Actually, my sister-in-law and her husband got married on it. But when we were kids, like on a busy Friday or Saturday night, we'd go down there, ride our bikes, take a bunch of M80s, light them, and throw them in the water. Then it exploded. Did get everybody wet on the front deck while they were trying to eat. Because once it exploded, it got them all wet. And it was with Hudson River water, which is pretty disgusting.
Fucking hell.
The Uniballer sounds like a rejected contestant in the Running Man. Nice, Travis.
Yeah, we were little bastards back then.
Come here, Christmas tree. Come here, light bulb.
There.
Oh, man. I got to get these kids to sleep here, gentlemen.
Yeah, I was about to say, we better close out because I know you got the 2 little ones in the background. We'll do some quick shameless plugs as usual. Because just remember, everybody, every Monday we're live here doing watch along. Every Sunday, we're back to Sundays next Sunday. So make sure you come back for the podcast next Sunday. We're streaming everywhere. So if you don't want to see our beautiful faces, you can just listen to us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Help a brother out. A lot of people were messaging me like, where was the podcast last night? And I'm like, guys, we did it on Friday night. It's like, you did on Friday night. I said, yeah, because Frank works on Sunday nights. So that's why we did it on Friday night.
Yeah.
So go check it out. We had Frank, it was a lot of fun. Frank from the Slaughtered Lamb movie podcast. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And what other shit did I have on here? Oh, today we dropped our top 5 pets in horror. That was from our podcast from 2 weeks ago. Then Wednesday night, we're doing our 2018 Halloween movie book club. Come check that out. The first 10 chapters. I actually just finished them. And if you haven't seen the Halloween What Ifs, go check them out because I have a Halloween. I have a Halloween 2. And Thursday, you'll get a Halloween 3 What If.
Excellent.
Oh, no, that's when you're talking to Dr. Loomis on the street.
Doesn't it look like little buddies like trying to mount me? After I put it together, I'm like, looks like he's trying to get in me. Hey, get out of me. So that's dropping Thursday. I'm trying to get back on my review series, and I'm going to do my review of The Exorcist before I think I get it out before the new movie comes out. Let's see. If you're a Kiss fan, go check out my Peter Criss song list.
Yeah. And
collectors, hit us up. We want collectors on the podcast, and you cosplayers. I do have some actually I had more cosplayers than collectors hit us up. So we'll have them on more than likely after we get back from H45 because there's not 2 minutes. There's only 2 podcasts left.
Pat, you're going to have to get like an Uncle Sam with your face in it We want you.
Oh, that's a great idea. I should put something like that together. That's a good idea. I'm gonna have to do that. So everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. We can't thank our good buddy Colin for enough for joining
Colin.
us tonight, staying up like to the ass crack of dawn in Belfast, Ireland, to hang out with us.
Always a pleasure, guys. Always a pleasure. Love
And
coming on with you guys. Great fun.
So your homework is take pictures of everything because we want to have you on as a collector and we want to see all this cool stuff. So after age 45 probably, because it's going to take some time for you to get all that stuff together. We'll have you on, and then we'll figure between.
You say everything. That could be a lot for Colin. That's a lot of work. Colin's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of history there.
You can take some generalized
Maybe
pictures of like a wall. Yeah. So pick out the coolest stuff. Don't go too crazy.
I'll go through some of the older stuff that I have and some old posters and whatnot, books, stuff like that. Yeah.
And the three of us will get a talk to Bill and figure out what we're gonna do and get you guys on together. Since we didn't do it last time because Colin was sick, so we'll figure out something that the four of us can get together, and obviously Joe too. Joe will be back too.
Yeah.
We'll do a quick check in the chat and see what we're missing here. Russell, I love Russell when he hangs out because I'm not the oldest person at the party. It's always fun. It's always nice. Yeah. So everybody have a great night, and we'll see everybody. Travis, Lurch, Ryan, Bill.
You guys are great. Thank you.
Russell, thank all you guys for hanging out. Actually, hang out. Yeah, hang out real quick.
Yeah,
we'll
do our proper goodbyes.
Our proper goodbyes, and everybody will see. What Colin? Oh, there he is. It disappeared. I don't know if it's my internet was a little wonky tonight or somebody else's, but everybody will be back live on Wednesday night for the 2018 book club.
Yeah, Lurch, we'll probably be on with Matt, possibly, if you're going to be on there too, bud. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so we're going to jump off. Yeah, we'll be hanging out, chatting with in Matt's stream as well, and we'll keep everybody posted on. Brett will keep us posted on when he talks to Sean and figure out when we're going to do the beer tasting / age 45 chat on our channel since everybody else has been doing it. But we're going to do beer with him. It's going to be more fun.
Beer, maybe a last final words before each 45. Any final words? Any final chaotic mess you want to talk about?
We'll have to say like the priest says. Any final words before you walk the green mile?
What's even funnier, his birthday is on Saturday too of this convention.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we gotta find where the Shona Clark birthday party is going to be, and that's the party we got to go to on Saturday night.
Yep.
All right. So you guys hang out tight. Everybody, thanks again. Like, subscribe. We'll see everybody live on Wednesday night, and thanks for hanging out.